Hey guys, so unfortunately Big Red needs a new rear end. What ended up happening is I was teaching my brother how to drive because he can start driving for me, and he took off in first gear without disengaging the parking brake, and it snapped the driver's side axle. And this is a 2-speed rear end behind us, and what ended up happening is it broke the collar in the differential with where the 2-speed is. And so we got to get this rear end out of this truck and take it to a shop and get a new rear end and find another driver's side axle. So stay tuned. This is going to be a not so fun task, but we're going to get it done and we're going to get it back on the road. Okay, so there's our open diff. Those big bolts I'm using as guide bolts to get the old one, but the new one back in, or the fixed one back in. So I'm going to take the transmission jack and go ahead and try to get this in here. I'm doing it by myself. It weighs a lot. I'm using a jack, but I'm not going to be repositioning the camera. So I hope that you guys can see everything. Okay, that might work. Right at the end of it though. I'll see. I don't know if that's gonna work or not. We're so dang close. Okay, let's see if we can come back a little bit. Some of these don't want to go in because they're not quite, and if they don't want to go in, I'm not forcing them. Just finding one that will. Without too much force go in. That one doesn't like it either. Oh, I could push it in, I guess. That should hold that. Doing that because first off, I want to take these out. Secondly, I'm going to put 4 guide pins back in, and I'm going to pull it out a bit so we can do the RTV. But I don't want to fight it. Okay. All right. That should get us to the finish line. I'm going to try to run at least a 1/4 inch bead all the way around the inside of these bolt holes to the best of my ability. Because I do not want this thing to leak. Can't really see that great. In this bell housing, or in this differential housing, there's 2 different bolts. There's 4 long bolts for the very tops and very bottoms. You can see the casting is thicker. And then there's some smaller bolts. And that's all the other ones that are not thicker castings. So we're going to loosen up this. And slide it right back in. And we're going to start putting in the bolts. It's been an hour, and we are going to hit this with an impact gun. We've waited about 12 hours on this RTV. We're not going to wait any longer. I was just trying to give the RTV some time to cure a little bit. But I'm good with where it's at. We're going to take this out. So it's righty tighty. This is 80-90 gear oil. It's just what I have in a 5-gallon pail with a pumper on it. I will say one thing. These say that they are 3 ounces per stroke. However, I used one of these, and I've got a couple different brands, but they all say 3 ounce per stroke. And I used it for motor oil for the Duramax, and correctly calculated what 2.5 gallons would be in 3 ounce strokes, and how many strokes that came out to. I can't remember, it was 100 something, low hundreds, I felt like, just guessing. But anyway, I did that. Oh, wait, you know what, I don't think we're tight down here. That would have been hilarious. Anyway, so, and I found out that it actually only needed like 70 or 80 strokes, and it was over full, which put it more at like 6 ounces stroke. So I'm not sure how they're calculating it. They shouldn't be calculating the upstroke and downstroke. It really wouldn't make any sense, but in a situation like this, we don't have to measure, we just fill it till it comes out the hole.
6.5 hours later.
That's all we got. Well, we gotta go get your oil anyway. Yeah, it's right there. It's just right there. We need like a quart. That's okay. With it being there, it may not be down the axles yet, so we might need more than we think. Next thing I have to do here is put in the shorter drive shaft back in. Normally I have my dad come over for this part, but he's working today, so we just got me, myself, and I. And then there's a washer that goes on the other side. Lock washer, it looks like. Nope, just a regular washer. I got a 9/16 nut. Okay. All right, looky there, back up and running. It moved out of the shop under its own power. Oh, this thing is going to kill me one day, I tell you that. So we got the differential put in, we got the drive axle put in. We still have some leaking up at the up here at the bottom of the hydraulic tank. We'll deal with that later in the summer. It's not a lot. We got the transmission put back in up there. See that red transmission? We had to take that out for a bad seal and send it back to Florida, which was crazy. It took us out a week, and we ended up doing that while we were sourcing differential parts because we didn't want to deal with the downtime. So it doesn't look like the differential is leaking from our RTV, so that is a very, very good thing. So I don't see any leaking here on the axle flange on either side, so it looks like we got enough RTV on those. So it looks like we're back up and running, so that is a good thing. We lapsed our state inspection while we were working on this, so we got to go get a state inspection done, and then the next thing we're going to do is start doing some body work. We got to clean this thing up and give it a respectable appearance. We got to fix that. When we blew this tire, these tires are 1,100 bucks. That's the last thing I had to do before this. When we blew we blew this out. I have about another one of these back in the back of our car, so we're going to put that in. We're going to put in some sort of bracket that's going to hook into that spot on the filter housing. It's going to like come down and over and hold that. I'm pretty sure this wouldn't have broken if that was there on that one. I'll show you what I mean. See how that's being held? So build one of those. We'll start doing some body work. We already have our primer on hand and our single stage urethane top coat on hand, so it's just catching up on some orders and you know, waiting for another good sunny day This weekend's already spent, but we're gonna get going on this. All right, so thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I know there's not a lot of videos out there on these F700 trucks, or at least repairing them, especially the brakes. This one has been a real problem child. We almost have a rebuilt new truck with all the items we've done: rear end, transmission, all the brakes. But hopefully we have a period of time that's going to be some clear sailing. Make sure you like and subscribe. We'll continue bringing more videos of things we do at the homestead. Thanks.